show, and often that list has grown considerably. But there's still quite a bit on the restricted list and the unrestricted list that we can have and we can use. There's no issues right now with getting firearms or ammunition up here. Frankly, that's kind of the last thing people are thinking about right now. So, yes, there are some very strict laws in terms of what guns you can own and can't own. And the one thing I'll note is that the one thing that is very interesting, and I've been one of the advocates spreading this information, is that it's now being known that one of the changes Justin made is that now they can come into your home with no warrant, nothing, and search and seizure if you are a restricted gun owner. Because your guns are registered. If you are a restricted gun owner, your guns have to be registered with the federal government, the restricted guns. And if they come in and decide for whatever reason to take the restricted weapons, they can also seize your non-restricted weapons. But if you're a non-restricted gun owner, then they can't just come into your home because.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so let me ask you this. So, didn't at one point you guys had like AK-47s and then they made it illegal or something like that a couple years back?
It's all illegal, yes. Fully automatic rifles and weapons are completely illegal.
Okay. And what about those guns, 80% guns? Because technically, see, the way it works is that here, where we are, in the Constitution, the Second Amendment, it talks about the right to bear arms. And a lot of people don't know that there's a difference between a firearm and an arm.
Thank you.
When you have a firearm, you have to have a license. But when you're dealing with the 80% gun or a ghost gun, where it's not fully complete, you have to put the 20% with to make it whole. And you can put that, there's different things you can do with it, like there's something called a gun trust, where the trust owns that tool, if you will. But it wouldn't be a firearm because it doesn't have a serial number, so you wouldn't need a license. So, are there loopholes like that in Canada? Are you familiar with that? What I'm talking about?
We don't. Yeah, I'm familiar, somewhat familiar with it. I'm not. I don't teach gun courses or anything like that, so I'm not familiar. But we don't have many loopholes. I mean, as Canadians, we generally are not as active in terms of our firearms, in terms of using our firearms. We have ranges. They get used, but it's not outside of
The gun laws in Canada are among the strictest in the entire world.
Yeah, it's not a thing up here. People aren't searching for loopholes, and frankly, the government's not really like right now. I'm not talking about in general. In general, yeah, they're trying to take the guns away. Of course they are, but right now, at this time, at this moment, based on what's happening in Ottawa, nobody's trying to take anybody's guns away. I mean, right now they're on the defensive, so they're not worried about guns. They're worried about
Food and water.
I'm from Jane and Finch, but I think guns are a problem. It's the legally smuggled guns from the States. It's not really the legal gun owners. That's the problem. The legal gun owners, they're not the issue. It's the guys that are smuggling them in.
Yeah, but
So they're trying to.
guns aren't an issue right
does
now.
have a lot of arms, but usually there's millions and millions of hockey sticks.
Yeah. So like the reason I
All
asked
the
that
guns?
question is that a lot of people that I've spoken to in different countries, like Australia, um, at one point in time they had guns, and then they allowed the government to come in and manipulate their right to bear arms, and
That's right.
and so here where we are, that's the thing that a lot of people need to take heed to. Do not, by any means, no matter what they show you in the media, give up your right to bear arms, because that's the only
No,
way.
we're not.
See, America, the United States has to fall in order for the new world order to be in full effect, because this is the most heavily armed nation on the planet.
Yes.
And so this is why they're trying to deal with the other 195 countries, and because this is going to be the last line of defense,
Yeah.
and this is going to be the big showdown. And so
We got you, man. We're not
yeah,
giving them up. Trust me. We're
Ryan,
not that
this
big of a
is
country.
this is
We're not
Slim
that big of
here
a
at the
country.
bottom. I had a question for you. When you said they're trying to take guns away from you guys, is it like they're trying to take guns even from licensed gun owners as well?
What they're doing is they're restricting certain weapons over time, right? And they're doing this ongoingly. It's been happening, and gun owners, guys who especially are collectors, okay, and who do the ranges a lot, they're very aware of of what's going on in the back channels. Most of these guys are ex-military. So, I mean, we're as someone who's very connected to the military and the Ontario Provincial Police, I mean, I have to hear a lot about this stuff and how frustrated they are. I mean, the gun trainer for Southern Ontario for the Ontario Provincial Police is a buddy of mine. And I mean, he's very vocal about the things that we're talking about, you know, the people wanting to, you know, the government wanting to take away arms and things like that. So at the end of the day, but we have the same kind of thing up here. I mean, he's a third generation military man, right? I mean, a lot of the Ontario Provincial Police are ex-military. So at the end of the day, you know, not a lot of that's seen in the public eye for good reason. But we have a lot of patriotic military people who've been abroad, who've seen the stuff that you're talking about, like the removal of the right to bear arms in Australia 20 years ago. We're very aware of this up here. We're just not vocal about it because, you know, sleeping dogs lie. Like we have to inform ourselves, which is why I just want to thank every single person who's here right now for being here, because I'm preaching like crazy that shared perspective like this is how we move forward as a human species. This is the way. Their play was never guns. It was divide and conquer. So in isolating people even within their own families and creating divisiveness within the family unit, creating divisiveness within the coworkers, everything, divide and conquer. And they didn't need to do it with guns. They did it with propaganda, big tech, big media, and information.
8,000 people
So at
online.
the
Let's
end of
get
the
it.
day, brothers, we got you. In the US, we got you. We got lots of guns. We know what you know, and we're on your side 100%. But that's not how we're getting out of this right now. Because what this is right now for them is now this is politics now. Because now they've been
On with the
chained
Rams. Let's go.
geopolitically. So now they've got to figure out a way to get out of this in a way that doesn't look like the biggest crime against humanity ever in human history, right? There's a lot of stuff that has to happen
It's
now
PC till we got
politically.
away,
So this
Lily.
is
Feel
now,
me?
how do we get out of this politically without wearing it? And that's not just Justin Trudeau. It's everybody connected to Justin Trudeau. And that includes people from the United States. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of conversations going on. There's a lot, but you know what we're doing? We're celebrating, hockey sticks and all, man. Bouncy castles. We're just partying, and that's it. It's just celebrating and sharing perspective. You know, I've learned so much in the last 2 years. I've researched Canadian and American Indigenous history. I've researched the Sikh history. I've researched
Just
all
left the
kinds of
gym.
different
I'm
things.
feeling good,
I
man.
follow different gurus now.
Feeling good slowly but surely.
I've gotten my gun license. I've learned all about guns. Every aspect of this thing, and it's because I
Feeling
truly
good.
believe that how we get through this is
Okay,
what
we
we're
got a
doing right
match.
now. Shared perspective.
Got
Learn
somebody.
the
Let's
truth.
go.
Learn the real truth. Don't believe anybody like Justin Trudeau, who's a dictator, who's got an agenda, who's a puppet, and he's acting for other people. That's done, man. We're done with that. The world now knows, okay, those guys are actors. We're not listening to
Let's
them
get
anymore.
it.
But let's now do the opposite of what they told us to do. Let's get together. Let's unify. Let's hold hands. Let's talk like this. Share perspectives and celebrate life. We're all alive. We're all
Oh, he got
alive. And if
Kansas
anybody's
City.
suffering from COVID and is having
He
problems,
got Kansas City.
DM me, reach out,
All right.
because that shouldn't be happening. And our government and our leaders should be standing up for those people, right? For the people who are really sick, because that was why we all did what we did. That's
Let's
why we
go.
shut down our businesses. That's why we locked down. That's why we took vaccines, to do the right thing, so that people would be healthy and live. And we would, and now the fact that people, even on this call, are laying in a bed, vaccinated, not able to heal themselves because of politics? No,
About to
man,
go
not on
crazy,
my
huh?
watch.
Bringing
I'm
that
done with that
tomato.
shit. We're done. People deserve to live. They deserve to celebrate. They deserve to have the same experience as everyone else. So if you're going to stand up against that because of your politics and your backdoor stuff, I'm done with you, man. I just want to help people. I don't want to celebrate. That's it. And I'm out.
Ryan, this is Michelle. I have a question. And you may agree with me or disagree, right? Do you think that those 12 people in the Senate, do you think that their time is up and over? Because I feel like they need to get out. We need a new bunch of younger people, and we need some of those laws changed. Like,
Let,
do you feel
let me
that
give
way? I
let
feel
me
like
give you
we're always going to stay the same because those people sitting there for 30, 50 years, They just keep the same standard, and I just think that their time is over.
Right. So
I
let me
can't
answer.
believe that.
Let me
I
give you
think
an
they
answer.
need to go.
I gave an answer to something like that a long time ago. I've been on this call for hours. Let me say this, okay? This is something that I'm part of a very high level group here in Canada. We've been meeting for a year and a half now. We've been working on this thing. Currently,
Okay,
what
you
we're working
stopped
on
it.
is
You
we're working
stopped the
on what
run.
happens after. What happens when we emerge from this? What do we want our world to look like? What do we want our political systems to look like? What do we want our school systems to look like? And that's the conversation we're having right now, because we know we've already won. It's just a matter of time. They're playing defense right now. It's over. But at the end of the day,
Choo choo,
so
cousin.
here's the thing. In both the US and Canada, the fundamental issue is this. The only way democracy works is if we, the people, are involved in our democracy.
I got the Rams,
A republic, not a democracy, bro. A
Okay,
republic, bro. It's a difference.
I understand, respect. But at the end of the day, we have to be involved. So it's not just a matter, when people say, oh, you have to be involved, does that mean you have to be involved in politics? No, it doesn't. I mean, that would help, certainly, especially if you've got positive humanity views. But at the end of the day, this is what we're working on right now up here, is that, yes, some of those people need to be removed? Yes. But the systems that fund elections
It's online,
are
cuz.
corrupt, okay? Predominantly the people who are funding these elections, they're looking for favors on the back end. That's a problem for me and you, okay? Because
Absolutely.
at the end of the day, it's the lobbyist groups and all these corporations who are funding all of what we're seeing right now. They're making billions and trillions of dollars throughout COVID, okay? In many, many ways.
Oh,
And for the small
no. I
businesses like
forced
this,
it.
at the end of the day, that's the key.
Oh, they gonna
That's
give him
why
a
they hurt
touchdown
small
for that?
Canadian businesses. That's why they locked them down. That's why Costco stayed open.
Shit.
At the end of the day, here's
Just
what
like
the
that.
average American and
Just like
Canadian
that. He got a touchdown.
This is the
So
we're
now
talking
we
about
playing
this in our
catch
group
up.
right now. It starts in the home. It starts in the family. Put the cell phones down. Have dinner. Have a conversation. Explain to your kids. Explain to your spouse. Have a conversation. Figure out what you stand for. What are your values? Okay, never mind the values.
Marquito, let's get it, let's get it.
All these people talking to you. Turn that off. Go listen. What do I want for the rest of my life?
I'm feeling
Figure out
good, man. I
what
just
your
left the gym. I'm
values
feeling great, man.
are. Talk with your feet
Yeah.
and your money. It's that simple.
Feeling sore.
Don't support
But it feels
anyone
good.
that doesn't agree with your values. Don't walk into their store until you know who they are and what they stand for. Don't
So
spend
27,
money
29.
anywhere. You know how that works? All of a sudden, these massive groups, whether it's BlackRock or Amazon or Vanguard, all of a sudden they start to see a drop in sales or a drop in support or a drop in customers. Or all of a sudden, oh, you know what? We got to can that. We got to get rid of it because it doesn't make money. Well, guess what? That's how you do it. The average person has more power than they believe, but it's because they see this advertising, this media advertising that makes these brands seem like they align with your values and like they're cool. But at the end of the day, they're just showing you and telling you what you want to hear. Go and do the research. Figure out who these guys are. 7 of the 10 people on the board of directors for Costco are connected to Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, BlackRock.
And you think that's by mistake?
I'm sorry?
Do you think that's by mistake?
Of course, no, of course not. It's by design, guys.
All right, so they all gotta go. They all gotta go, bro. They all committed treason on us. But we got technology.
I read that defense, bro.
You make them irrelevant. You make them irrelevant by not supporting them.
I don't want to take my FanDuels, Mike.
Get back to supporting people in the local community, local farmers, local stores, local mechanics. Don't support these chains. Don't support people who don't. And all of a sudden, the money will stay in the community again. They're sucking the lifeblood. Canada, our biggest problem is the free trade agreement.
Bro, we almost
and
there.
not for the reasons that a lot of people think. Okay, back in the 50s and 60s in Canada, there was so much taxation money abundant in the government that my grandfather used to make 15% interest on his savings. 15% in the 60s. Where did that go? Well, when the free trade agreement came in, part of the free trade agreement was that only the country that retains the earnings of the corporation can tax it. So as long as Starbucks takes the profit of Starbucks Canada out of Canada, the Canadian government can't tax it. Worse than that is that how the system was originally set up in most countries was that you would charge a tax, and that dollar that was printed, that was originally backed by gold, that dollar was to change hands locally multiple times a day. Well, for you guys in the States, you're seeing the
I
same thing
needed
happening, but
that.
it's happening in
Rather
China.
lose the Super
Okay,
Bowl.
so the issue is when your dollar gets spent somewhere and that dollar leaves the country. So in Canada, you can pick anyone. You can pick Walmart, you can pick Starbucks, you can pick any of them. When that money and by the way, you know, Tim Hortons, owned by a Brazilian company, for the record, was bought by 3G Capital, which has headquarters in Florida, but is
Because I don't
actually
care.
Brazilian owned. So at the end of the day, Tim Hortons, we go spend money at Tim Hortons, that money leaves Canada. Now that money can never be taxed again. Back in the day when my grandfather was around, that money would get taxed like 15 times a day. The baker would give it to the delivery driver would give it to whoever. That money would change hands and stay local, and the government would tax that money three ways: the income of the person spending it, the income of the person receiving it, and HST or GST, which is our sales tax at the register. Okay, when that dollar gets spent at a business that takes it outside the country,
Nowhere.
our government can never tax that dollar again.
Damn, bro.
That's a problem, okay?
Evil genius.
Because that dollar is still in the world market, it just devalues our currency. So at the end of the day, when we spend our money, we talk with our feet and our money in businesses like this that take our wealth and give it away to foreign nations and bad actors and people who have strategically placed people like Justin in our midst, okay? We're allowing them to literally, we're volunteering for this because we're not educating ourselves.
We're gonna blitz them. We're gonna blitz them on third. Dollar con dollar, don't know tomorrow. We're gonna blitz them on third. We're gonna blitz them on third.
Support that. Educate yourself. Educate
Come on, we gonna
your
blitz them on
kids,
third.
educate your-
Yeah, we're gonna blitz them on
Come together as a
third.
group,
Get it,
and
baby.
eventually we can grow out.
Stop
And then
playing
we
with
can
me.
educate the cities and the states and the provinces and the country and the world, right? But we have to break it all down, all the way to the bottom and start over, because it's all corrupt, all of it. So we have to start over, and this is our opportunity. This is the revolution.
Let's
that
go.
I think just might do it. But we have to get
Tied it up real
and
quick.
part of that is what we're doing right now, shared perspective. So amen, and thank you for all being here.
Hey Ryan, it's Karen. I just wanted to let you know I sent you a
Oh,
message on the
that's a
back
big
channel
kick.
of you mentioning about the committee that you've been working with, and we're pretty close in proximity, so I reached out to get some more info from you on that. But exactly, you nailed it. Well said.
Thank you.
Hey
for being
Ryan,
here.
I just dropped you something in your back channel too, bro. It's called Secret Rulers of the World. It's a banned YouTube video since
We're gonna throw the
2012.
linebackers
And it has all the
inside.
shit on there about Canada
Gonna throw
and the
the
Queen. How
linebackers
much
inside.
Brady got control over that country. That's her country, bro. If you don't believe me, listen what the historians just said. Talk
He got
about.
nervous.
No,
Don't
you're
believe
right.
me.
You're
He got
right.
nervous.
You're
Let's
right.
go.
I know you're right, and it goes back way further than her. It goes back to the days of the Germanic wars and Egypt, and I've done the research all the way back to
Don't give a
2600
man.
BC. But you know, I mean,
Cover
that's
man,
the
what-
past,
what
like I said
safety
earlier,
out
brother.
there?
The past is the past. We got to cut ties with the past and move forward and get rid of these bad actors, all of them.
Oh,
All right, guys,
shit.
I'm going to do a quick reset again just because we had a bunch of people come in. We are talking about breaking news in Ottawa,
That's my
Canada.
home.
They just declared a state
All
of
right,
emergency, and then we actually got news that there's some cease and desist, there's some fuel and stuff like that. So you're in Preservation of the Human Race. My name is Amanda Smith. We've got Augustus, William, Michael, and Division, who are also Preservation of the Human Race admins. If you like what you're hearing in this conversation,
We're gonna run that back because the line did good right there. I didn't expect that.
follow that little green
We're gonna run that back.
button.
We're gonna
Almost
press
at our
them.
300 share goal. So there's 15 more people to share this room. If you don't know how to do that, click the little arrows down there at the bottom, click share it on your social media.
Woo! You gonna get ahead,
And
baby.
we just appreciate you all
Stop
being
doing
here.
that, bro.
Preservation of the Human Race.
Stop doing
We've
that.
been through a lot over the past year and a
Oh, I
half.
know we're playing Madden right now. This is
We're all
fun.
in here, so let's continue the conversation.
I just wanted to say that there's Joe Jackson just came into the
It's
room.
a competition.
And I think he's in Ottawa.
They gonna go on there?
Something like that. So he might be able to provide some extra.
They ain't going there. They ain't going there.
Yeah.
No, Mike, this is fun right now, Mike. They ain't going there. They ain't going there. No, Mike, this is fun right now, Mike.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
For you.
This is Joe Jackson. I own a company called Floater here just in Guelph, Ontario. We had 8 trucks up during the weekend. I'm just getting back up here again. 2 of us are going back up to help. Yeah, it's not going very good up there right now. with that state of emergency, they just 302 coverage is one of the places I was going and filling up my big tank in my truck to bring it to the truckers, and they've compensated.
He's gonna try to run it for first down. That's what he do. So we're gonna throw two guys on the side.
They're taking
See what his own people.
Another guy was bringing pizza to the truck. So they are playing some pretty silly things.
Yeah. Say that.
I'll be leaving in about 2 hours.
Oh, come on, baby.
Go up there and you can't carry it.
Oh, let's go. Stop playing, nigga.
So this is not going to look good for the city of Ottawa, for sure not. But on the positive side, we're up there. I've been up there now. I was up there.
Oh, I had to fucking blame, bro.
It is the most amazing thing I've ever witnessed. To the point where now, because of the GoFundMe, our accountants at Float are like, this is causing some troubles because of these donations. It is like, because we're getting e-transfers deposited into our account. They're like, where are these coming from? So we're allocating them. Truly unbelievable time. I had my daughter up there for her birthday. People brought her cupcakes saying happy birthday. It's unbelievable what's going on in the movement.
Hey Joe, will you put your GoFundMe or where you can donate in your bio so that if people feel like they need to donate, they have a place? We've had a couple people ask, and Preservation of the Human Race just isn't set up for that yet. So
yeah, I don't know. So I just heard now because I've got some stuff on my computer here going in because I know some of the moderators of the convoy, and they've been doing some lives and some. I think most of the sites have crashed. I know today
What they gonna do with that? What they gonna do with that? $43,000. Give me that. Going crazy right now.
It's up over 10 again. So, but I
gonna try that run again.
All those like the Give San Go or whatever. I think it's crashing those sites. Just because it's overwhelming amount of support for them.
Forward.
I don't want to start saying this because there is some email being set up, but I don't know that I don't know if I have those all correct either, because it's been changing a lot, because it's causing a lot of troubles. We're trying to really slow this down. As far as that goes, but yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to go up there. Hopefully we can see what's going on. I know all the organizers like Pat King, who was just on. And again, here live, he's asking everybody just to stand down. Don't just let them do it. And the city of Ottawa has gotten some tow trucks, and they're wanting to tow the trucks because no local tow company, even they've reached out in the U.S. and no tow truck company will provide trucks to tow. So apparently they're buying tow trucks. I don't know how they're managing that, but
what's the taxpayers' money? They gonna steal it like they do.
Yeah, well, you know what the worst thing is? I just was on here with Big Red. They got snipers on the roofs and stuff, which is ridiculous. Like, there's kids everywhere. Like, they had bouncy castles there. So they had streets set up in bouncy castles. Like, there's kids everywhere. It's kind of. I think it's gone too far with that kind of nonsense. So, but yeah, it's too bad.
It's not the Canada that I knew, that's for sure.
No, but
yeah,
this weekend when I was there, it was. So I had a buddy of mine, he was sleeping in a truck stop. When we were going up, like on Friday, we went up in the convoy, and he was sleeping, just about to go sleep, and someone pounded on his door. And he's like, hey man, pull over those diesel pumps and fuel your truck up. And he's like, dude, I've been driving for 35 years.
You could get it with the running back?
And all over Canada, he's like,
then we could get it to running back?
Okay, I don't need an alliance list. What you're doing for me and my kids and this future generation is everything. Pull your truck over and fill it up. Our trucks have
that's awesome.
Liter tanks. I've never seen so many truck drivers cry. Like unbelievable. It is this thing this last 2 weeks here, like the 2 weekends in a week. It has been the most amazing thing I have ever seen in my life. Unbelievable.
We're going nowhere.
They got the ball in the half now.
The bunks are just full of just letters, like kids writing letters.
They got the ball in the half now.
The driver, he broke down in tears. He had kids running up and giving him handwritten cards and pictures and they made him lunch for one of my transport drivers, and it's like, and people are giving money. One guy has a stack. One of my friends has a stack of $700 in his truck in cash, and that was last weekend, right? And it's just, and then another trucker posted, because the message was, "We're not going anywhere," so he put a mailbox in the front of his truck, literally a mailbox, and it says the address of where he's sitting, because the message is, "We ain't going nowhere. This is my new home until all these mandates go away." And now he can't. And now they're busy trying to get all the mail out of it, of all the letters and notes and stuff. Like, and it was a joke, but it went crazy. So, like, for anybody that hasn't been in Ottawa, and obviously a lot of listeners here can't go, but it is truly, it's a remarkable thing. And
Let's get it. Let's get it.
It is.
Yeah, it went by fast, bro.
And, like Tim Hortons.
Like a repeat.
Downtown.
Good.
And he's like, and the truckers come in and wash the floors and clean the bathrooms. Like, it's unbelievable. The streets are spotless. It's so positive and such a good experience. But then now this is, like, I'm a little bit rattled right now because I got friends there that are actually at 302 Coventry, and they're like, yeah.
So Joe, what will happen tonight, do you think?
He likes to run with Mahomes, so I'll keep that QB on Peking.
They're making themselves. I don't.
Oh, another fumble! Oh, another fucking fumble!
And this stuff spreads.
Yo, Mike, this game is fun as competition. I got another fumble. Crazy, and we online with it.
This kind of stuff.
We're gonna run because I see them running along in the game, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run.
I think the whole world, U.S., Canada.
I'm gonna try to trick them like that.
Just these mandates.
Well, he just actually, I just read an article that he's trying to bring back the online censorship bill. I mean, this is where he's focused now because he's probably going to get taken down fairly shortly. So he's now trying to push in another bill that's about making sure that there's censorship and spying on our.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, I did some stuff on this today on DuckDuckGo. So the
3rd and 10, Mike. 3rd and 10. Should we do a shotgun?
Then he went
What play should we pick?
Consulting company. I don't have the names right in front of me right now. And it was that consulting company is with Blackstone, and that or Blackstone. It was Blackstone, and it was that ex-CEO. Something to do with Pfizer.
Let's go!
What this just came out today, and I actually looked on DuckDuckGo, and everything I saw checked out. But this mayor is not. I don't know that he's a great dude either. He's definitely got somebody above him making this happen. Because when I was in Ottawa, fist bumped and shook tons of cops, tons. And we chatted, and all of a sudden now they're just switched. They've changed. And I was in the Toronto one this weekend.
Let's go! Telling you.
Riot squads and stuff. It was a little bit intimidating, but the Ottawa one, the police were amazing. In fact, on Tuesday night I was there in the field. And I parked my truck downtown, my personal duty, not my duty truck for my company. And I came back and I sprayed painted on down the inside of my truck. And I was calm because I kind of knew this stuff's going to happen. They want to try to get you rattled. And the police came, and the cop put his arm around me. Said, "Man, this sucks. You're down here trying to help." And I was outside. We'll fix the truck. And he's like, "How are you?"
They're gonna try to throw us. They're gonna throw a man cover.
This is what they're trying to do.
Be your man. Get your man.
Totally cool.
Get your man.
We invited them back to one of those spots for hamburgers.
Get your man. Yep, just like that. You gonna do that again? Get your man.
Kind of too bad with our hands on right now.
Hey Joe, I'm up in Ottawa doing some
I'm
filming.
gonna get your man, bro.
Please take a look at it and respond when you get a chance. Thank you.
Yes, I will.
Get your man, bro. Take him tight. Hang tight.
There's some awesome.
I'm gonna say, oh man, it's fucking cute here.
I'd love to get connected with you.
Especially Mahomes.
You've got a lot of good stuff there. I appreciate it for sure.
Joe, I really just want to thank you,
I'm
brother,
still
for
counting on
everything
you,
you're doing. I
man.
mean, I physically am running a national company. I can't leave my business in London, but I've been helping through the back channels. Everybody from Randy Hillier, the
Wait,
PPC,
like this
Take
one,
Action
baby.
Canada. I mean,
Run
I'm
like
helping
this.
everybody as physically as much as I can. And brother, if you've got a trucking company, we're trying to. If this thing doesn't go south, we're
Yeah.
looking at maybe doing a concert type of thing there on Parliament Hill next weekend, and we need a truck to haul a hydraulic stage from London to Ottawa. So I don't know if that's something you could
We're
help
gonna put
with,
that
but
pressure on him. I don't know if he got that arm though, but we're gonna put that pressure on him.
I will do
yeah,
anything.
We're gonna do
we
it
just
now.
get people
Help
working
and
on it.
support
So
this.
yeah, we
So
gotta
reach out
wait.
to me. Yeah, reach out to me. Floater trucks.
Yeah.
Who just said that they were trying to put
Yeah,
together a
bro.
concert? Who said that?
Ryan, me.
Ryan, can you back
I
channel
don't
me,
think he's
please?
gonna run 19
I'm
yards,
just on the
so
road, but send me a message. I'll talk to you about that.
pick your man's
Who's
up.
talking to you right now?
It's
That's
William,
William.
the second guy at the
Your
top.
man's up,
William, yeah, brother. I already followed you, so yeah, for sure. I'll back
Yeah,
channel you.
send me a message.
yeah.
Thanks,
I'll
man.
pick that off.
Yeah, right now, guys, on that front, I mean,
Let's
that's not
go.
official yet.
Hey,
That's something that we
fucking
tried to do this
Pucciano.
past weekend, but that's
Quit.
why, like, you see all these people performing on different street corners. It didn't happen. We had a lot of pushback from the municipality for obvious reasons.
Yeah, get out of
But as
here.
I mentioned way earlier,
We
like an
get
hour and a
that
half ago
dub.
in this chat,
We get
the
that
actual
fucking
Parliament
dub,
Hill isn't
bro.
actually governed by the
Stop
municipality. It's governed by the
playing.
feds, and specifically the
Get that
military
fucking
police.
dub,
And they're
man.
actually
Easy, buddy.
cooperating. So there is a possibility, and I repeat, it's a possibility that we will get a permit to put something on the actual Parliament building grounds. That's the only way this happens. So that's something that we weren't able to mobilize with the team and the people in War Room this past weekend, but it is something we're looking at for next weekend. And so yeah, I'll definitely back channel you, William. No problem.
Hey, Ryan, this is Amanda. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Ryan, will you follow me so I can add you to our back channel real quick? I did not mean to interrupt whoever that was just speaking, but I do want to get you in our mod back channel.
Hi Ryan,
Done.
this is Ilana from London. I did a huge campaign during lockdown with live music staying alive here in London, and I'm involved with a whole European team trying to do something with truckers. Please, can you stay in touch with me on the back channel, and I can see how I can help you as well.
Yeah, just shoot me a message on the back channel. Just saying that, just saying, looking to connect with you, music in UK, and I'll definitely got a lot of people hitting me on the back channel right now, obviously. So just put what it's about, and I'll be more than happy. I have lots of friends in the UK. I got friends in the record industry. I got friends in all over the place, DJs. A lot of British DJs, famous British EDM DJs who are friends of mine. So I mean, if there's any way we can
Yeah,
work
run
together, I'd
another
love
one.
to.
How are you gonna run another one? You whooped his ass.
To kind of build a whole thing with music. So yeah, let's do that. I've just sent you a message. Thank you.
All right, cool, no problem. Unity, I love this.
Hey, Will, you said you need a graphic designer, Will? Oh, you might not be there, man. Just the
He's
question.
driving.
I mean, just understanding how the police been doing the same tactics, how they have the police come in and infiltrate the movement as they are like, protesters, and then cause the problems. You feel what I'm saying? So what is a way that y'all can try to deter that or try to be on top of that? Because y'all know
We're already on top of it. I mean, the Ontario Provincial Police and the military and the special forces all have representatives in my committee.
We got the
They've been in
first
my
dub.
committee for a year and a half. We know what's happening before it's happening. They don't realize that, but we do. So we see them coming, and that's why the truckers are prepared. The opposing political parties are prepared. The action groups are prepared. The freedom groups are prepared at the top levels. We can't disseminate this stuff down to the lower levels in the public because people talk, right? So just know that there's a very well organized group of people up here, and we definitely have the provincial police in Ontario and the military are leaning to. The police are on our side. The military is leaning to our side, so we're good.
Ryan, this is Nisha. I just want to say I love the way that you think. And I think the
Let's
same
get it,
way I
man. Got
think,
the
and
first
I feel
dub.
that's what was right. And I will be front and center. And if it causes me my life, so be it. At least I know that I left with just being good, you know, and being a good person. And we just can't let these people just keep doing and feeling what they want to do to us. Like, it's sickening. I'm over it. And I'm glad that you're standing up. And that's what we need. Like, Ryan, when I tell you I'm not scared of shit, I'm not scared of nothing. Like, I'm going to stand up for my people for what's right. And it's about time that we all collectively do that, because guess what? One person just can't do it. But I love the way that you're standing up, and I'm going to see you, my number, Ryan. And if you need me, I'm
Okay,
there.
they got the ball first. Using that bird
Thank you so much
defense,
for those words, and thank you
Raven
so much for
defense. Let's
being here
go.
and helping us with everything that you're adding from your perspective. I mean, this is a pivotal time, and
Nice,
if we're
he
not
hit me
celebrating,
hard.
then we're fighting to celebrate, right? I mean, you know, because we should be celebrating all the time. We're alive.
We gonna
This
go.
is
Let me see if he's
this is a
gonna run it.
great
I
place
think
to
he's gonna
go.
run it.
This can be
I think
heaven
he's
on
gonna
earth
run
for,
it.
for many of us. We've all had those experiences
I think he's
before,
gonna run
great
it.
experiences, but we've also had the opposite, right? We've also had all kinds of evil and hate and loss and all kinds of
Oh
troubles and
god.
things. But we're bigger than that. We can rise up,
Uh,
especially unified, man. We can do anything. And literally, you know, so I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm so happy that you're willing to jump in like that, because, you know, that's what we need right now. And like I said earlier, it isn't about guns and fighting. They told us that this war wasn't going to be this. They told us that. They told us it would be an information war. But further to that, it's not just an information war. It's a war on human perception. And so if we come
Alright, this
together and we
nigga
talk
nice,
like this,
bro.
we all of a sudden break down those walls. We go, wait a minute, that isn't what's happening. Those truckers are like, I didn't know that the truckers were cleaning the bathrooms in Tim Hortons in Ottawa. And I mean, I've been watching everything and connecting to everything in Ottawa, right? So I know
Fuck out of
something.
here.
But that's how it is. It's shared perspective. That's the key to getting through this time, is we need to know the truth. And the truth comes from this, from shared perspective, and not listening to one person dictate something off a screen that they didn't even write.
Oh, come on,
That's
baby.
over. The world is done with that. We watched that as a form of entertainment for 2 years, telling us what to do. And I say entertainment because 90% of what they said, even Justin's speech after he was asked by everybody, come and talk to these guys, his speech was just theater. So at the end of the day, we've got to be done with all this. We have to be done with this. We have to rise up as a
Let's
human
go.
race on this
Fucking
planet and say,
interception.
okay, we're done. This is it. We got to move forward, because otherwise, what are we doing it all for? If we can't celebrate, if every time we turn around, we're being pushed down and told what to do and locked down and told we're not doing the right thing, or you did the right thing by taking the second vax, but you got to take the third vax, and then you end up in a hospital bed anyway? No, man. We're done with this. We got to start reconnecting as humans and working together and solving problems. That's what the truckers are showing us. They're showing us that above all adversity, they can overcome, and they deserve our support in that respect. So I'm down with helping them any way I can. So thank you so much.
Hello,
Sorry.
Ryan from Mississippi. We do stand with you on this side of the border. I do want to ask you, what do you see as what would you like as an outcome? And can we use this opportunity? This just seems like the tip of the iceberg. Can we use this opportunity to address some issues like EOGs and just these crazy mandates as well? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean the mandates are just part of a structure, a design structure, right? I mean, a couple people earlier were asking me if I think some of this stuff is coincidence. No, I don't think any of it's a coincidence. These guys have designed this thing using some of the most top neurospecialists, psychologists, military trained professionals. They've designed every possible outcome that there could be. They were prepared. What they weren't prepared for was a bunch of Canadian truckers to come across a country at -25 and hold up on the streets of Ottawa celebrating with flags. That wasn't part of the plan, right? So I think that, yes, this is a very crazy time, and I think that's what we need to do. We need to do things that the establishment is not expecting, right? And if we do it in a unified way, the truckers have shown us that if we do it in a unified way, that it can change. It can make real change. I mean, ultimately, to make real change, I mean, my man earlier was talking about breaking it all down, and there's no doubt that that ultimately has to happen, but it's taken how long to build it to this point? It's going to take that long to rebuild it. So it's going to take some time, and we're going to need some real, leaders with real values that aren't bought off by the lobbyist groups and the corporations. That's all going to take time. But today, right now, there's ways, like I mentioned earlier, that we can stand up as humans on this earth and say, we don't align with the values of these corporations and these people, and we stand together against you. We're done with you. And whether that's not supporting a store, or not supporting a restaurant chain, or not, filling your gas tank at a certain gas station, or whether that's not supporting a political party, or not attending a rally, or not, those are all decisions that we all have to start making every day. We can't just be creatures of this old habit. We can't click back into this old habit. So yeah, I mean, there's an opportunity here for the whole world to do a reset, but not in the way they were thinking. But we have to actually physically stand up and physically make different decisions every day, manifest different things every day. And if we do that, then each one of us individually, we will see change. You will see. You're only going to see change. You're creating your own journey. The decisions you make, consciously or unconsciously, every day are creating the journey you're on. So if we all get together like this, get a shared perspective, and go, yeah, we're done, then everybody on this Clubhouse chat now is going to leave this thing and go out there and start making different decisions. Anyone who wasn't a part of this chat may not. So we have.
Hey, Ryan, by the way, if we say we're done, does that still prevent somebody from getting a vaccine if they want it? Hell no. If you want to get the vaccine, go right ahead. But we're not going to be pushed around by governments anymore, whether it's Canadian or American government.
The vaccine is being used by the media and governments as a tool to divide. Recognize that, okay, for what it is. Entire families have been divided through this, okay? So we need to stop this. This isn't what we want. Is that what we want as a people? We want to be divided? We want our families not talking to each other? No. Why would we ever want that? So we have to stop pretending that that's not happening, because it's happening. And we need to stand up and go, who's making this happen? Why is this happening? Well, we're choosing to make it happen because we're choosing a divisive narrative over our own family, right? I mean, that's why I said earlier in the call, I live in a world where every perception and every choice matters. They're all valid. They're all valid because if nothing else, they're valid to the person who's choosing it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the rest of the world is right or wrong. Everybody's right in their own regard, but we have to respect the fact that those choices come with consequences. And only the person who makes that choice truly has to live to their death with that consequence, okay? So at the end of the day, we have to respect that. We have to respect people with opposite views, but we do have to work together because we're living on this planet together and we're not getting off anytime soon. So we have to work together, we have to unify, and we have to stop believing that these values that we do share, we do share them. It doesn't matter who we are, or what we believe, or what we do. We share these values. We all want the same great positive life experience on this planet. So let's start acting like it and stop letting these people tell us what to do and what not to do, and what to value and what not to value. Period.
Hey guys, this is Amanda. I want to run a poll really quick. So there's nobody that has their hands raised right now. I'm going to flip on hand raising and I want to ask people 2 questions. So I'm going to open them up to everyone. If you think that everyone on the planet should get vaccinated, raise your hand. See what we come up with. 1 person. Okay, I'm going to turn them off. Oh, 3 people. Okay, so there's 3 people that think everyone should be vaccinated. Okay, now I'm going to close the hand raising. And I'm going to do it again. And that'll clear it. This takes a minute, but it's good. Okay, now.
To be fair, Amanda, I think one of those persons raised their hand before you asked.
Oh, I think it didn't clear. Okay, yeah, I kind of wondered. I was like, wow, that's kind of.
That was me.
Okay, so here's the second question. Do you think that everyone should have a choice? Raise your hand. This takes just a second, so. 113. There's more people in the room.
People
than
on
that, guys.
stage.
124.
For the people who are mic'd, it doesn't show up the hand raising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like 50 people on this stage, so you can add probably 50 people to that. So we're at 130 out of
Copy
the
that.
630 that are here now. So there we go. You guys can see you're definitely in a conversation with people who resonate. So, all right, let's get back to it. I know somebody wanted to say something.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I think that the raids are still continuing, but or like the taking of the propane, and there were confirmed snipers on top of the building near the Coventry base camp. But it seems to be okay. I talked to Pat, and he said, well, there's no SWAT team at our door just yet. So I just posted a link that Ezra Levant from Rebel News just tweeted out. And so they are fundraising now for the legal lawyers for each trucker. So I just put that. There's another fundraiser. This is specifically for getting lawyers for truckers. So I just thought I would pass that along. Because they are getting arrested.
If there was a smart lawyer, man, you don't need a little bit of time, right?
Hey Ryan, this is the last thing I want to say to you, right? Because like I said, these are plans that they already been planned ahead. So I'm sure they already came across this on their drawing board. And one of the things that you said that sparked it was, you said they waited till the winter time when somebody said it's like 10 below up there. So they like, all right, if we do it around this time, nobody is gonna, pretty much stand up because it's cold, right? Now this is, a lot of us know who Henry Kissinger is, right? And at the World Health Organization, and he has stated in 2009 that once the herd accepts mandatory forcible vaccination, it's game over. They will accept anything, forcible blood and organ donation for the greater good. We can genetically modify their children, which they're doing, and sterilize the children. Like what Bill Gates did in India and in Africa, they sterilized over 1 million women, men and children over there, deaf, maimed them, all that, never been held accountable for shit, right? And they saying, we're gonna sterilize your children for the greater good, control sheep minds, and you control the herd. Vaccine makers stand to make billions of dollars. The top 10 vaccine makers since 2020 have made billions of dollars. It has created another 70 billionaires in America. I don't know how many billionaires it made in Canada. And it says the vaccine makers will plan to make billions of dollars. And many of you in this room today are the investors. It's a big win-win for us. We thin out the herd, and the herd pays us providing extermination costs and services. This is what they have been planning, man. So they already planned. They didn't plan the truckers, but a lot of people are familiar with the Illuminati cards, right? The Illuminati cards has a picture of truckers, and I don't know if anybody has seen this, but somebody posted the other day, but they already have the Illuminati card that was made in the 90s by a Freemason about all the games they're going to play. I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy. It's just a different thought. But like I said, they already, like, this plan is already like a 50-year to a 100-year plan already that they've been planning. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm sure they thought about everything. But the trucker shit, I don't know. But, like I said, fight the power, man. I love everybody on the stage. I love everybody in here who waking the fuck up, man. Because we are dealing with tyranny, man, at its finest. One love.
One love, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you being here.
Can I just share something real quick? It's Karen. On the 15th of August this year, I dropped dead. And basically, I've been speaking out against all of this nonsense since the very beginning, because first thing in March 2020, something didn't sit right with me because there was far too fast movement, far too coordinated. And we all know our government overall doesn't work that well and that coordinated that quickly on anything. I mean, I'm sure it's the same in the US, but if you submit anything with the Canadian government, Ontario government, whatnot, it drags on and on and on. So something never sat right with me. Then after, given the fact that clearly I'm still alive today, it resonated with me that there was clearly a purpose for me surviving. And it's been since then that has become far more of a mission for me to speak out and share and bring unity with regards to all of this, because the division and the divide and conquer methods that have been used is so beyond criminal. And of course, we know that there's a whole pile of other criminal activity that is taking place as a result of these excuses called mandates. But I definitely, it's become my passion mission at this point in time for us to have an improved future going forward and coming out of all of this as quickly as we possibly can. And I'm landing the plane because I like that terminology.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for fighting to stay here. That's a crazy statement that you made at the beginning there. I don't know if anyone else here can even make that statement, but that's a crazy statement. So thank you for being here, and thank you for rising up. That's amazing.
Ryan, I do want to make a suggestion. I'm not promoting any kind of product or anything, but like you know how the Eighth got behind me.
Let's go.
And sometimes there may be a positive direction for truckers, because when we stand together with our dollars and affect corporate America or a particular stock, it gets their attention immediately, and it gets our demands met much, much quicker. So that may be an option as well.
Sorry, I missed the first part of that. What was that you referenced at the very beginning there?
Well, what I was referencing was like how the Eights came together, right? And they band together to support these meme stocks. And it got corporate America's attention really, really, really quickly. They respect these people. They meet their demands immediately, and that may be something that we.
You guys' defense really wide.
Money talks, and if we can band behind maybe a particular product trading on the stock market or something like that, then in mass numbers, we'll be able to get their attention much, much, much quicker and get results much quicker as well. I mean, that's just a brainstorming option.
Yeah, I mean, there's talking with your money is what I was talking about earlier, and that's a huge deal, right? I mean, the meme stock thing it was a big deal, and again, something they didn't necessarily see coming, right? A bunch of guys on Reddit started that up, and I mean, I'm not the expert on that, but what I do know is that there's a lot of people out there that didn't see that coming. That's another trucker moment, right? Where like people did something outside the box that wasn't part of the plan, right? I mean, trading, algorithmic trading is a thing, and there's people making a lot of money off knowing how to read charts and how to play the stock market and crypto, right? So at the end of the day, that's a whole thing, and yeah, we can definitely affect that by going outside the box, for sure. But we can also affect things outside the box individually. Like, not everybody knows or has the means to trade stocks, right?
I'll give up the game like that, damn.
Because if you go on Costco's site right now, if you Google Costco Board of Directors and you read who they are, you will never shop there again. I guarantee it.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
And I guarantee you, at the end of the day, as we start to, as citizens of this world, as humans of this world, as we start to enable ourselves with the real truth and the real perspective of who these people are and what they value, as we do that, we have to make hard decisions. Yeah, is it easy to go to Costco and save a couple bucks? Yeah, but at what cost? Look at what we're doing here. Look at where we're at. At what cost, right? And they know that. So we can't give up our communities. We have to support our local communities. We have to support local businesses, you know, and local families and local people who live in the same communities we do, that value a lot of the same things we do. They don't value everything we value, but that's part of why you have like barbershops and why you have community centers. I mean, we stopped going to community centers. We stopped, you know, we got to go. I've never seen ever in my life in Canada, I've never seen more people with their kids and families in parks outdoors than I did last summer. Last summer, I seen so many people with this deep desire to go out, connect with nature, connect with people. That's something that I saw, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So I think that subconsciously, if not now, even consciously, obviously, we are now realizing that, you know, we need to get together and we need to create that shared perspective. But I think that talking with your money is huge, and every person on this Clubhouse call right now should do that, and their families should do it, and their friends should do it. Share all this information with your friends. Tell them to go do their research on all the places they support. Sit them down at your kitchen table. Make a list of every single business you support and ask yourself, what do I know about these people? Who are they? What do they value? Why is that important? Because you're supporting them. You're supporting whatever it is they value by simply giving them your money and putting your feet in their door. The more people in their door, the bigger their stores get, the bigger their balance sheet gets, the more money they can choose to invest in the things that they believe in. So if you want to starve them for money to fund the things they believe in, then don't.
Let's go.
It's that simple.
All the way fucking through.
Especially when you start talking about groceries and shopping and stuff like that. What are you going to do then? I think this is when people need to start looking into how they can start growing their own food. You know, food quality has gone downhill for years. They did an experiment on this. When I was younger, I remember watching this, and it was something about helium photography. And
spread out through food that we eat, and they were talking about how organic foods pretty much have a lot of light energy coming out of it, and non-organic foods didn't shine very much. But now that we're in today's day and age where we've been pretty much harvesting on the soil and not really putting back into the soil, the food quality's gone to shit, and a lot of this organic food that we're getting from the stores is pretty much the same quality that it used to. So what are we gonna be able to do about that, you know? And this is where you need to start learning about composting. If you have enough land to do it, you can look into wood chip composting. That's something I do myself. If you don't, then you can start looking into smaller forms of composting. You can mix compost with dirt to extend your soil out there. There's a lot of different things you can do, even in apartments, 5-gallon buckets, you know? So there's a lot of different options that you can do to actually take care of yourself, remove yourself from the system, start gardening again, because Jeff Bezos got into a multi-billionaire because of his Amazon. They started off by taking a bunch of people with niche little things that they were doing, businesses, and selling it to each other around the world, you know, and they started white labeling everything and just started taking everybody's stuff. You know, we saw a lot of things in the news where people were getting charged back like 50 cents to $1 because they were quote unquote violating Amazon's terms, and then all of a sudden Amazon's having their own product just as a white label. So we need to pull that back and start doing that ourselves. There's Etsy out there, so start looking at things like that, supporting these small local businesses instead of going on to things like Amazon, because they're getting more and more money. Walmart getting more and more money. Look at what happened to all these small businesses. They all went down. Like at the initial round of PPP loans or whatever it was called, initially it went to a bunch of large companies. So and then when people started complaining more, it went to the smaller ones, you know. So we start speaking more. Let's just start treating it like we treat jaywalking. Everybody does it. Nobody gets a ticket for it yet. It's still illegal. So just freaking start running your own life and start setting a new example, because it's up to you.
Hey guys, I want to throw something out there. I just had a thought. We know more about like guys like Jeff Bezos, and we know more about these guys than we do about people in our own communities and how they're doing. You know, I would put it out there to the group, and I'm going to do this myself starting tomorrow. Put it out there to the group. Go out in your community. Go knock on some doors of some local businesses.
Good game, man. Good game.
And ask them how they're doing. Just straight up. Just ask them how they're doing. Ask them if there's anything that they need. Ask them if they need any support, if they need you to hook them up with any people they know for any reason. And just start building it that way too, right? Like you don't have to spend money, but just like start helping local people in your community. Start helping local businesses regrow, because ultimately that's the way we get out of this globalist agenda. Is we stop supporting the globalists and we start supporting our local people, but not just with money. We got to physically like help them grow, help them build, help them become strong again, because they've been divided and broken down just like all of us. So I'm going to do that starting tomorrow.
That's amazing. I just want to say, what's up, everybody? Welcome. I hope everybody's been enjoying this conversation. It is set 9:13 on the East Coast. Listen, man, I think we're gonna be wrapping things up pretty soon here. It's been an amazing conversation today. Thank you all who is supporting the community as well as the other communities involved with the conversation.
Does anybody have any
Here at the preservation of the human race, that's what we're all about. We're all about bringing people from all different backgrounds together in order to shape a constructive group of like-minded people. So, was somebody just speaking though? I didn't mean to cut you off. Or
No, you were talking. I was just adding to what you were saying, but I was kind of interrupted.
What'd you say?
It was just my bad. But I was saying, does anybody have any questions though? Because we went over a lot of different today.
But before we take any questions, I think the time is kind of past for all that. I think we're gonna be wrapping things up here shortly. Is there any like last words any of the moderators might want to have to say? We give it like another 2 to 5 minutes.
Yo, Augustus, I just wanted to add, I just got some information that the truckers base camp just got raided, and a whole bunch of their resources, including fuel, was taken. So some of my crew is down there and just gave me that report that a whole bunch of police raided the camp, and it's yeah, they're kind of going above and beyond what I think that they were willing to do prior. So it looks like things are going to get a bit interesting.
Is this within the city confines?
Yeah, so they're well, I don't.
That's 2-0, baby.
Where the base camp is, but yeah,
It's 2-0.
15 minutes of the 15 or 20 minutes from the main strip in Ottawa and Parliament Hill.
That sucks.
Hey,
man. I'm
Division.
sorry to hear that about your boys.
What right did
free-
they have
free
to
the
do
homies.
that?
Because they're peasants. You know, they have HHO generator technology that these tractor trailer drivers can power their cars with hydrogen and turn the water into hydrogen. I can give you the link, Division, if you want it. They can go to Home Depot or a spot like Home Depot and pay $60 and get the appliance to build a HHO generator that can power their cars and their tractor trailers from water. Or they can, like I said, right now, they can do it tomorrow where they don't have to have gas no more. Like I said,
You are right, Tupac.
they got free energy technology they keeping from us as well. Shit that can power your house and all that.
But yo, that sucks. My man's boys just got raided though. That's what he's saying. Like free energy's dope and all, and hydrogen chemistry sets with truckers sound fascinating. But real shit, like free the boys. Praying for the families affected. And like I said, man, is there any other last comments? Maybe from another moderator?
Can I
You got something else?
elaborate on?
I'm trying to wrap this up within the next 5 to 15
Can I
minutes.
jump in, Gustus?
Who's that? Paramita?
Yeah, it's Farminda. I just put the Illuminati card about the.
It's 2-0, baby. You going crazy, Summer.
I put the card as my profile picture. Thank you.
Hey, Augustus,
That's
is it
amazing.
possible to say one last thing? It's Ilana from London.
Yeah.
Gonna play some one second.
They were coerced into getting the
Yeah, they were
vaccine, and they
blackmailed,
wanted to
man.
stop. Because it's not just one vaccine or two vaccines. No, it's going to be an infinite amount of boosts.
Misinformation.
There was no you are misinformation.
Oh, he's right.
Your
He's
existence
right.
is misinformation.
He's right.
I heard this information being thrown around.
1 second. One mic in the building. My brother. You sound like you from Nigeria, man. Word up to you, brother. But you got to sit back, relax, and grab some popcorn right now, goddamn
I'm in
it.
Canada, right? I live in Canada.
I'm in America, goddamn it. Relax. It's the same goddamn thing. Just relax, my brother. I got you, okay?
Thank you.
Sit back, relax, fasten your goddamn seatbelt, and enjoy the ride, okay? Let's circle back to Yvonne. Yvonne, he said your whole existence is misinformation. What you got to say to Anthony, Yvonne?
You know, that guy doesn't even live in Canada right now. And
Let's go.
He has something against Trudeau.
It is all political, and the
Obviously.
opposition party right now is lining up with the truckers, so they have a little bit of backing. So it's all political. It's just politics. And
Oh
I'm
my God,
saying
so
it is
politics.
inconvenienced for the people in Ottawa. If you don't live in Ottawa right now, or if you haven't been down there, just shut the hell up. And I'm not going to say the F word because I don't say it. And I'm not going to be shouting at him because he's
I'm gonna
not
do
a
it for you. I'm gonna
gentleman
do
to
it
be
for you.
shouting like
Basically,
that.
guys, Yvonne
I'm
said
here,
shut the
bro.
fuck
It's
up.
lit.
All right,
Yo,
back to
go
you,
hide in
Yvonne.
your house.
Completely
Go hide in your
irrational.
basement
Irrational.
forever. That's what you should do. Just hide in your basement forever.
You
He's
can't
so
tell me
funny.
what to do. So right
Okay,
now,
then why are you trying to tell the truckers what to do? Then why are you trying to tell the truckers
Hey,
what the
Nelson,
rest
may I
of us what to
respond?
do?
One
Why?
second. Guys trying to respond. Wait, 1 second, 1 second. I need everybody to mute out right now while these two hash it out. Okay? So I'm gonna bounce it back to Yvonne. Listen, you gotta stick your chest out right now, man. This boy is lighting your ass up on a
listen, I'm
stage
not gonna
full
fight
of
with
hundreds
this.
of people.
Listen, I'm not going to fight with this. I'm going to fight with this guy because you know you have to decide who you want to argue with. He is loud. His language, and unintelligent language. Anybody
all the good
Anthony, you need to mute out. Anthony, mute out while she's speaking. Mute out.
anybody who has to have a conversation
What's this point of arguing with them?
putting so
I
much
just
bad
jumped
words
in.
in
I'm
there,
wondering what-
you do not know how to converse, my dear. You should have a conversation and not shouting and saying all those bad words and all those F words and all that. So if you
Hey,
want to have a
Yvonne,
conversation with me,
Yvonne,
I'm going to have a
Yvonne,
conversation
I
with you.
never
And I'm
actually
saying
cursed.
you
I
are
actually
not
never
in
cursed you.
Ottawa,
Don't-
so shut
One
the
mic, one
hell
mic, one
up.
mic.
You are not in
Welcome to
Ottawa.
Million Dollar.
Let's go. 1 second. One mic in the building. One mic in the building, guys. One mic in the building. Listen. Everybody else in attendance tonight, I need you guys to hit the button at the bottom left corner of your room. Share this room and tell me who is winning this battle right now. Is it Anthony to the left or is it Yvonne to the right? Share the room, type the comments, and I'm going to be able to read it because I have access to it as a goddamn moderator. So share right now. Let me know who's winning this goddamn conversation.
Nelson is winning.
Anthony. Wait, wait, 1 second. One mic in the building. One mic. My brother, you got to woos out right now. God damn it. Relax. Okay. The lady trying to speak. What's your name? What's the name of the lady trying to speak? What's your name, man? Okay, god damn it. Circling back to Anthony. Man, you taking too long, man.
Wait, am I taking the mic? Can I take? First of all, I actually never cursed at her. Okay, and the fact that you are offended by my freedom of speech and my passion and what I'm saying, okay, it just shows that you don't understand the difference between being passionate and being unintelligent or illiterate or incompetent. You just want what you want because you think an inconvenience gives you the right to tell a group of people, a movement to stop. Okay, what if this was 2020 in June? What if we did the same thing? No, this is not about that. It's about an entire civilization, an entire world population that wants to be free from these dictator leader bull crap in this world right now. Okay? And these are the brave people. These are the brave people that are doing it. Okay, these are the brave people that are doing it. Okay, and you, as a Canadian, as a person that sees what we've gone through for 2 years, because you have a cozy life. It sounds like, okay, you think it's okay for you to tell them, people that literally are doing the manual labor of the world, okay, that they're wrong and they should pack up and go home because their liberties and their freedoms and all they believe in is being threatened and jeopardized, their jobs, their livelihoods. You can't even go into a Walmart or a Costco unless you're vaccinated. That's why you get food, okay? Why is that? Can you explain that to me, please? Why should they be vaccinated?
Don't ask for vaccination status to enter any.
One mic in the building. 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 You know what? I think that was passionate enough to let that shit breathe. You gotta let that shit breathe, man. You gotta let that thing breathe.
I'm not mad at you, Anthony.
You know what? Shit, that's a knockout blow right there, man. You know what? On a count of three. Listen, on the count of three. I need everybody on stage to flash your mics for the goddamn truckers. 1, 2, 3. Flash your goddamn mics for the truckers right now, man. Because that's a fact. Without the truckers in America, in England, and wherever the hell you are, we are FUCKED. So flash the goddamn mics for the truckers one time. Let's go. Okay. Hell yeah. Now let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the show. Okay, guys.
Never have I ever been
One
asked
second.
my vaccination status.
One second. One second. Man. You got a woosah. God damn it. Shit. Oh, shit. God damn. All right. Listen. Here's the deal. 1 second. One mic in the building. Here's the deal. I want to circle back to one of my moderators right now. I want to know how they feel about this thing, man. So let me have a conversation with, let me see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Mary Rector, God damn it. Are you in the building, Mary? Mary, are you in the building?
I think these ladies are doing a great job. Just Carrie.
Take a break. I'm gonna eat real quick.
Yeah.
Mary, let's talk about it. How do you feel about this protest, Mary?
I think it's amazing, and I think that anybody that feels they're being just inconvenienced, I think it's not really paying attention to what's going on. So
I love you, Mary. I love you.
I don't know. I think it's
Thank you,
amazing,
Mary.
and I think honestly, what GoFundMe did is, I really question. I just can't even believe it. I couldn't even believe it. Now I don't know where it's at now.
It's criminal.
It's like
evil.
unbelievable to suggest.
They're being
Now,
sued right
I
now.
think it's been changed, but what I originally heard, and that was enough for me, was the fact that they were actually they were not even gonna refund it originally, but they were gonna give it to their own charities. So
Correct.
I don't know if that's
And then they changed that to refunding it back to the people without the masking. They have no right.
It's incredible that they even
You
considered
had
this.
until February 14th to give the money back, or for
Can
them
you
to
elaborate? Can someone elaborate? What did GoFundMe do?
So GoFundMe stated that all the people who donated had until, I believe it was either the 14th or the 15th, to apply for a refund, and those who did not, then they would distribute the money to a charity.
Donated to what? It's illegal. I gave the money for a specific cause.
Context.
If it's
No,
illegal, then they should
GoFundMe
bring
has now decided that no, that was the
send
initial.
information
That
to
was the
GoFundMe.
initial.
One second, guys. One second.
Notify GoFundMe.
1 second, ma'am. You got a woosah, god damn it. Jeez. Holy shit. Okay, let's go to the African brother that was speaking, my
Yeah,
brother.
that was the initial decision.
One mic. Wait. What's your name, my brother? What's your name?
Suji.
Suji, I need everybody to one mic on Suji right now. Suji, let's talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah, GoFundMe. I earlier decided that they were going to issue refunds for anyone that requests for it, and the rest would go to charity. But eventually, they decided that they were going to automatically refund everybody. For me, I think that's refunding the money is not nice. I think the cost and the protest is for a just cause. And one other thing that we have to consider that nobody has been talking about is this. Initially, when we started getting this vaccine, the first shot and the second shot, we were told that once you are vaccinated, you won't be infected or you won't be able to transmit the virus to somebody else. Later on, they came up to say, oh, that's not the case. You can still get infected and you can still pass the virus. Now, we're talking about a booster shot.
Hey,
and now we're talking
my
about
brother. You don't need to take me to Dubai right now. You know what I'm saying? I just asked you a straight question. You know what I'm saying? I love you though. Let's go ahead and land that plane, brother. Jump back on. Let's go. Bring it to the gate. Bring it in. Let's go, Suji. Okay, goddamn, we back to the show, man. So here's the deal. 1 second. I want to ask a question to everybody on stage right now. Are we all in agreement that GoFundMe
I'm
is a
undefeated
shitty
right
company
now.
because of this? Let me know.
They are.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, right? Here's what we're gonna do.
Imagine this. Imagine if Trump got pissed off at BLM and GoFundMe money for BLM. Tell us what happened.
Somebody throw that person to the audience. Moderators, find that person immediately. Let's go. Throw him to the audience. Thank you.
Imagine if Trump got together and told GoFundMe, hey, I don't want money going to this BLM stuff. Give him back the money. I would be outraged. And we'd burn this fucking country down. So how the hell do we let GoFundMe pick and choose? It's not going for violence. It's not going for anything other than to support the truckers in their right to civil disobedience.
Yeah, but
and it's
right. Hold on. They want to make the government's making them feel like that. That's why.
Hey, Norman, focus on your date, man. Focus on
Norman,
your
you're supposed to
goddamn
be on a
date, man.
date.
No,
Focus on
blow that
breaking
date
up
out,
with
man.
her.
Blow that
Norman,
date out. Put her out the
focus on breaking
pasture.
up with her.
Listen, so here's the deal, right? On the count of 3, right? And if you're in agreement with this, I need you to say fuck GoFundMe, right? 1, 2, 3.
Fuck GoFundMe.
Abso-goddamn-lutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. So now I want to do this right now. I want to circle back to one of my moderators right now. Cindy, you in the building, Cindy?
I am. I want to say something.
Let's go.
Somebody made a remark, right? It's only 10% of the truckers that didn't get vaccinated. Did somebody say that, or am I going crazy?
Yes, they did.
Okay, one. You can't afford. We don't have enough truckers. That's number one. So when you say 10%, add on the 10% to not having enough truck drivers right now. 2, right? We don't have enough truck drivers. I can't get product from Canada to the United States. Why? Tell me why. And I buy a lot of product out of Canada.
Because Trudeau's a tyrant.
Okay. So do you think a 10% movement in truckers are going to hurt us? 100%.
It will double the cost of produce and products in Canada.
That's already happening, buddy. So you're
No,
right.
I agree with you, Cindy.
It's happening due to the shortage of.
One second. One mic on Cindy, guys. Let's go.
Is, he made a good point. Truckers sit in a cab by themselves. It's the shittiest job in the world. They literally are by themselves 24/7 on the road. Who are they bothering? They're stopping to grab a cup of coffee. Put 2 masks on. Okay, put 3 masks on. Put a hazmat suit on. I don't care. You can't afford to lose truckers out here. We're already feeling it.
Then we're gonna go with the bills
in our
in here.
health, in our food supply chain. You have no idea what's coming down at you guys. So 10%. When you say 10%, that's a big number. Last and all, look at I'm vaccinated, but at the end of the day, I don't think that anybody should be told what to do. We're going to get sick anyways. People are getting sick that's been vaccinated. People are getting sick that haven't been vaccinated. What? How much more do you want the politicians to run your life in Canada or the United States of America? I want government out of my life. I'll pay you taxes. I'll stay out
I
of my
want to
life.
add to what Cindy said.
Hey, my brother, you gotta mute your goddamn mic right now, bro. What's wrong with you, man? Shit. Okay, back to Cindy. Let's go.
I just want to know, how much more government do we need in our lives? Tell me. Where are your rights? If 10% of the truckers don't want to get vaccinated, and the other truckers are coming out to support them, right? Says a lot about the men that are driving trucks 24/7.
Cindy Nelson, the new talking point that Biden's putting out is that he was never supporting the mandates. This is the new nonsense.
He's a fucking liar.
Yeah, but this is what they're starting to put out there. You know, they think we're all stupid. They think we forget. They're going to get their friends at CNN to say, yeah, no, Biden wasn't this. That was Trump. That was this one. That wasn't Biden. And they're trying to change the story. They know they're in a terrible position they can't defend. To Cindy's point, the reduction in the number of people that ship our goods is causing an increase in the price. This crushes the poor. It impacts the poor disproportionately. So these guys in this country, the Democrats that scream for the poor, raise taxes, help the poor, are the very people that double our gas prices, almost triple our gas prices, buying oil from Vladimir Putin at $95 a barrel. It was $35 a barrel.
1 second, Brian. Moderators, I need you guys to actively stay working on a stage. When you hear an open mic like that, I don't want to have to personally go find out who it is and throw them down. I need my moderators to do that, right? So moderators, respectfully, if you guys cannot get to work, I'm going to have to start booing some people, respectfully, okay? It's a large stage. I need everybody on point. Let's rock and roll like a goddamn team, man. Let's go. Back to Brian Benstock. Everybody else, please mute out. BB, let's go.
Oil dropped to $35.
Okay, what shitty on?
Russia loses money on every barrel at $35 a barrel.
Got it.
There, Biden makes a deal with Putin. I thought it was Trump that was in bed with Putin. Biden makes a deal with Putin. Oil is now $95 a barrel. Who does that hurt?
Going to 100.
It ain't gonna hurt me. Thankfully, I'm in a position where gas is $5 a gallon or $6 a gallon. It's not gonna impact me too much. It does impact the poor. and the cost of heating their houses, transportation, and everything else that's associated with transportation. It's absolutely a disgrace. These guys are a joke. They say all the right things, but they do all the wrong things. Trump said all the wrong things, but did the right things.
Let's talk about it. God damn. Okay. Who else wants to jump in and speak about this conversation? Let's go.
I still have a question for
Nelson.
Javon so bad.
I got a question.
All right, let's go to the lady. Let's go to the first lady. Jump in, man. Let's go.
Yvonne, have you ever had COVID twice? Because honestly, if you haven't, don't speak about it. Because honestly, if you don't know what someone feels like having COVID and is done with the mandates, then come talk. Because
all right, I've had it twice.
And
Brian, I think you've had it twice. Nelson, I know you've had it once, if not twice. So don't tell me not to talk about it.
I had it 3 times. And I don't give a fuck.
God damn, you had it 3 times? What the fuck?
Another 10 times.
Man, you a walking Omicron. You a walking variant.
I got it 4 times.
Man, that shit. That shit mutated in your blood, man. God damn. Can somebody mute that mic? Somebody throw that person down, please, respectfully. Okay.
Call the Anthony variant, bro. It's a
Anthony.
fucking variant.
Shit, man, you invented your own goddamn variant, catching it 3 times, man. God damn. Holy shit. Man, you
Hold
a
on,
wild
what
ass
about
boy.
catching? Who thinks you...
That was awesome, moderators. I love that precision, man. Absolutely, goddamn lutely.
Sniper fire.
Man, listen, it's sniper fire all night, goddamn it. So I mean, listen. First of all, you guys already know I'm not gonna give you my perspective. I'm the moderator. I gotta stay balanced. I gotta stay neutral. Okay, playing both sides and making sure I can keep this room as entertaining as goddamn possible. Oh, screw you, Bed-Stuy. You got a Biden bumper sticker on your goddamn plane, man. Barbara sent me a picture the other day. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're having fun in this room tonight, I need you to share the room, post a comment so I can see it, and definitely follow the people you resonate with on the stage right now, as well as the hottest goddamn show on Clubhouse, the Million Marathon. Ladies and gentlemen, if you love the Million Marathon, flash your mics right now. Let's go. Let's do it. Now let's get back to the show, man.
I have a more important question.
Let's go, Cindy.
You are coming up next week, right?
Absolutely, I'm coming down to Boston next week, man.
Okay, you know what we're doing, right?
Let's go, man.
We're gonna light it up, right?
Let's go, Cindy.
Okay, just want to make sure you're gonna drive.
Absolutely. I'm taking the plane. Yeah, man. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm curious.
listen, ladies and gentlemen in the room. You know, you have the biggest developer in the game, Cindy Stumpo, merging with the youngest developer in the game, Nelson Apega, and we're gonna be doing something crazy.
What are you giving out information for? Give out nothing. Nothing.
So, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, if you want to know what's going on,
Save a slice of pie, man.
make sure you're following Cindy as well as myself, and you're gonna get to know what's going on very, very soon. Massive, goddammit. Massive.
Bowie properties look so good.
Y'all motherfuckers gonna build a skyscraper or what?
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna see a lot of dollar signs.
No. If we have to tell you, I have to kill you. So
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't even know, and I'm her daughter, so I'm left out in the cold too.
Let's go, man. I like that. So let's circle it back. Let's circle it back. Let's circle it back to the show, man. So who wants to listen? So I heard something, right? You know what? I want to get a doctor's take on this situation, right? And you got one of my favorite doctors in the building right now, right? Probably the official Million Marathon doctor in the building on this stage right now. No other than Dr. Copeland. God damn it.
Oh, no.
Dr.
Oh, my God.
Dr. Cope.
No.
Round of applause for Dr. Cope right now, man. Listen. So here's the deal. Let me circle back 1 second, guys. 1 second. I want to have a conversation with Dr. Copeland right now. Dr. Copeland, are you in the building?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
My brother, I'm definitely doing good tonight. I know you're about to make it better though, but here's the deal. Dr. Cope, what are your thoughts about what's going on in Canada right now, right? We've had residents in Ottawa come on this stage and say the fact that all these truckers are on their streets, blocking the street. They can't go to work, horning, playing music at 3 a.m. It's inconvenient. And what are your thoughts with regards to what's going on in Ottawa and how quickly this could further spread COVID in that city? And then lastly, if you think this makes sense in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Dr. Copeland, you got the mic. Let's talk about it.
No, I'll just be brief on it. I appreciate you bringing me up. I think it's a shame that that's occurring, and that's really annoying, right? Somebody at 3 a.m. like blaring truck horns and shit in your ear. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to go to sleep. It's a super spread event, obviously. Most of those people are probably not vaccinated, obviously, clearly. So it's a shame. I mean, I don't really have an answer for it. I don't have like a solution for it, but it's just a shame. I mean, it's really, and doesn't make any logical sense. Of course it doesn't. It's really not a smart thing to do. It makes no sense at all.
Wait, what doesn't make sense, Mr. Doctor, that thinks you're smarter than everyone?
Get him, Anthony. Get him.
Listen, Anthony. That's not Mr. Listen, Anthony. We gotta get the name right. You know what I'm saying? That's not Mr. Doctor. That's Dr. Copeland. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get that right.
Nothing, bro.
Listen, my brother. Listen. You got a woosah. You got a woosah. That's Dr. Copeland in the building right now, right? Dr. Cope, could you repeat that last statement so guys like Anthony that got earplugs in their ears can hear better? You know what I'm saying?
Oh no! I said it's nonsensical. It doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. It makes no sense. That's what I said, and that's what I meant.
Let's talk about it. So Anthony.
No, you.
One second, guys. I need everybody to mute your mics. Everybody mute your mics. One mic on Anthony in the building. Anthony, Dr. Copeland said the protests make no goddamn sense logic. From a logical perspective, right? What are your thoughts about that?
What he's saying doesn't make any sense.
Stick your goddamn chest out. Let's go.
You know what makes no sense? You're having a vaccine mandate when the vaccines don't prevent COVID, don't stop COVID. People are getting COVID in the millions, okay, compared to like 2 years ago, and they're mostly vaccinated. Most cities that are vaccinated, that are fully vaccinated, or 90% vaccinated, like New York City, had some of the worst outbreaks during December and January. For you to mandate a vaccine makes no sense. People are fighting for their freedom. That makes 100% sense. They want to live free without having foreign fucking things in their body that they don't understand, okay? I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm an anti-COVID vaxxer, okay? I am fully vaccinated for everything else. Fuck your COVID vaccine. Fuck what you're saying. And fuck anyone who has these illogical ideas about freedom, okay? You're a communist.
Listen. One mic on me in the building. Dr. Cole, what are your thoughts about this gentleman, Mr. Anthony?
So firstly, he's a little emotional, and that's okay. We all get emotional sometimes, right? The reality.
Anthony, 1 second. Wait, Dr. Cole, let me pop in by saying this. Listen, ladies and gentlemen in the building, I need everybody to step back right now. Please do not unmute your mic while Anthony and Dr. Cole are having this discourse. Let me run this show so you guys can laugh your asses off, okay? And Anthony, my brother, when Dr. Cope is talking, please mute your mics. All right? And Dr. Cope will do the same for you. Okay?
We'll do.
Back to Dr. Cope. Let's get it.
Yeah, so what I was saying was, first, I always find this interesting, and people don't like this. Not that I really care what people like, but a lot of people are always like, oh, my freedoms, my rights, and my freedoms and my rights, but you won't put the uniform on, right? So that's a moot point for me. When you say something like, it's about my freedoms, but you won't die for it, though. So that doesn't really excite me too much. Going to the point of your freedoms and your rights, or whatever you think it is that you're, kind of fighting for, what you have to realize is that mandates similar to this, or actions that require people to be vaccinated similar to this, have already been in place for decades. For tuberculosis, you get tuberculosis and you refuse treatment and subsequent vaccination, you will go to jail. Look it up. That's facts. That's federal law. That's federal. Everywhere. Look it up. And I'm curious, and I'm sure she'll correct me.
Dr.
Right.
Copeland, that's somebody
One
second. One mic in the building. One mic in the building, guys. One mic in the building. Everybody mute your mics. Everybody mute your mics.
Let me know.
1 second, my brother. You got to mute your mic, man. Listen, moderators. I need all the moderators on point right now. All right, going back to what I said before. You have the authority to take them on a first-class trip to goddamn Dubai. Matter of fact, stick them where they put the luggage in. You know what I'm saying? So back to you, Dr. Copeland. Let's go.
Only thing I was saying I wasn't finished.
Hogan on this podcast.
Somebody move that boy to the audience. Move that boy to the audience right now, goddammit.
The only thing I would say is that if people want to have a civil discussion about mandates, I think that's fine. It's a political point. People have the right to, discuss it, not like it, all this kind of stuff. Again, I typically don't speak about politics. I stay away from that, right? But just speaking from the logic of it, right? Because I don't condone or not condone mandates. I don't speak about mandates. I speak about the efficacy of the vaccine and the science, right? But just in talking about the logic, how does you go into a place aggregating when most people there aren't vaccinated, to spread SARS-CoV-2 amongst yourselves and put yourselves in danger? How does that help you? That's why I say it's not logical. How does that
Can I
help?
respond to this?
How does that help?
Can I respond? Please, can I?
1 second. Anthony, my brother. Please. I'm loving your vibe. I don't want him to send you on a trip to Dubai. Okay? You got to work with me here, man. Let him finish, okay?
I got a question.
Man, what's your name with the question? You know what? What's your name with the question, my brother? What's your name? What's your name with the question?
My name's Paul.
Paul, moderator, send Paul to goddamn Goostralia. Fuck Dubai. Send him to Goostralia, goddammit.
Oh.
Shit. All right, back to you, Dr. Copeland. Let's go.
Well, no, I was complete with that. It doesn't make any logical sense. If people want to debate it, they can. I'm not talking about the actual debate of mandates. If you want to talk about mandates, that's fine. But to go somewhere, aggregate amongst yourselves, not being vaccinated, spread amongst yourselves, it's just not a logical approach. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, there are other ways to protest without doing that. That doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. Not the message of it. The way that it's being done makes no sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. That's all I'm saying. It makes no sense. If you want to do it, you can. That's up to you. It's your political right to do that. It's your right to, argue that.
Anthony, let's go.
Someone just moved into the audience, by the way.
I mean, what would you expect, man? Jump in. Let's go. Light this thing up, bro. Let's go.
Doctor, whatever your name is, whatever you're saying. Okay, first of all, he's a lot more serious.
What happened?
Somebody moved him to the audience.
Hey, moderators.
The suppression of freedom of speech is happening even in a million marathons.
No, Anthony, that doesn't happen in a million marathon. I know why they move you to the audience, because somebody gave you a mod badge. Listen, moderators, you got to chill on the mod badges. That's Nelson's job, okay? So back to you, Anthony. Ain't no suppression. Come on, man. I've been having your back all night, bro.
Whoever's moving you to the audience is
focus on Dr. Copeland. Let's go.
That is a fallacy of an argument. Okay, when TV's if we had a pandemic of TV, that is a lot more serious, a lot more deadly than a virus that kills less than 0.01% of the population. Okay. And the average age of people dying in the U.S., in Canada, in most of the world is above 75, 80 years old. Okay, you are literally using an argument about a known virus like tuberculosis TB, which is serious. Okay, and comparing to a vaccine that was put together in 6 months that we don't even know the long-term effects, and they're trying to put it out in the next 50 years of the long-term effects that are happening. You're absolutely the wrong person to be on the stage to even have a platform to speak, to be honest with you. But it is the U.S. We are on Clubhouse, and this is Nelson's room, and he's giving you, for some reason, a reason to speak. But you're honestly a clown, bro. Please,
Anthony, what do you do for a living?
God damn.
Anthony, what does Anthony do for a living?
What does it matter what Anthony does for a living?
You can
Don't
play this shit. Don't play
One second. One mic on me in the building. One mic on me in the building. One second. One mic on me in the building. Right? I'm going to come back to Tira's question. I think that was a good question. Here's the deal. Grant just texted me. He's blocked from the room. Same shebang. I know, guys. Same shebang. We got one rat on stage that's trying to fuck up the experience for everybody in the goddamn room. Guys, are we going to allow it? Yes or no?
Fuck no.
No.
Absolutely not.
Are you gonna block? Are you gonna block their asses once I find a rat? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the deal. If you're the one who has Grant blocked, here's the deal. If you're on stage right now, look at the link at the top. That's Grant's profile. Tap the link. Make sure you're not the one that has him blocked, because we're about to scan the stage. If he cannot message you, you have him blocked. I'm gonna put your profile at the top of the room, and everybody in the building is gonna block your goddamn ass, man. You're gonna be off the app in 2 seconds, right? Houdini, you know what I'm saying? So if you have Grant blocked, or if you don't know, tap the link right now to figure it out. If you want to keep him blocked, get the hell out the room before we find you, right? If you don't want to keep him blocked, go ahead and fix that right now so we can get back to the goddamn show, okay? So guys,
Dr. Copeland's a good guy. You can disagree with him, but don't attack his character. He's a good guy.
Well, don't even
absolutely
attack
goddamn
his
Lou.
credentials.
So let's go back to Tira. Tira, what was the question again?
I guess my question is, Anthony, I haven't heard you before, but I think you're like a sales guy. Do you, Dr.
Wait, I'm
Copeland-
not a sales guy. I'm not. Don't disrespect me, please.
I'm not disrespecting. I thought that's what it is.
No, I'm just saying. Like, don't be assuming what I do for a living.
He's a
What
car
do you do for a living, if you don't mind?
Brian.
What do you do for a living, if you don't mind my asking?
Entrepreneur.
What?
Matter.
That's none of your business.
Yeah,
What
I'm
is
not-
Debbie? That's
I
Debbie.
run my
Right,
own
stop.
company.
Okay.
I
so
run my own
listen,
company.
Damn.
One mic, man. What's up?
Dr. Copeland is a captain in the United States Army, a biochemist, physiologist, and he does.
By the government. You mean owned by the
Excuse
government?
me, Anthony, please
Hey, Anthony,
stop yelling because you.
Are
seem to
you
have a
his
problem with that.
publicist now?
Ma'am,
Debbie,
mute your mic.
stop.
Seriously.
Just
One
stop.
second. One mic in the building. One mic in the building. Debbie,
Yo.
respectfully, right? Listen, Debbie, please, okay? Let's get back to the show. Tira, go ahead and ask
All
Anthony
that
your
I'm
question.
saying is you just disrespected his credentials. Even when I told you them, you basically sort of said he's more or less, he has no right to say he's a hack.
Don't take it
I would
personally.
respectfully ask you to take all that back because you don't know what you're talking about, and he does. Thank you, it's Tira. Can please just
The same old tactic.
Anthony,
Okay,
it's about
okay,
love and
okay.
kindness.
Take it back,
You're
take it
not
back.
listening.
Okay.
Hey, Milton, can I jump in here real quick?
Dr. Coleman, absolutely, you can jump in. Uncle G is back in the building. So to the rat that had him blocked, thank you for your goddamn service. Let's get back to the show. Dr. Cole, let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Push that night.
we gotta have Mike. I was gonna say thank you, Tira. I appreciate that. Now I don't take it personal. It's all good. But first of all, you said that TB was a virus. That's not a virus. TB is a bacterium. That's number one. So you're wrong about that.
Man, I was about to say that, Copeland.
Yeah, because you know what we're talking about. So when you just start running your mouth and don't know what you're saying, you sound like an idiot. It's real easy to do. I don't have to do it. You do it for me, right? So also, you saying that SARS-CoV-2 has a death rate of 0.0, I think it was 0.1 or 0.01, whichever one you said is cap.
0.01.
Yeah, that's cap. That's absolutely